Anyway, one team has made the final of the Champions League.
Who
Do that.
eats McDonald's fries one at a time?
I do.
Or
One,
popcorn?
dip it in a little bit of ketchup and eat it.
No. Tonight, I'm like, I better see blood, head chopped off, loads going on.
You're swearing a lot today, mate, but it's because I'm copying you.
I know, you're going to be on the clips at the start, you.
Don't clip me up, Josh.
Yes, Josh is going to clip you out.
Yeah, we're playing scored, yeah. Fucking VAI, fucking VAI. Adam.
A Chinese section.
Adam.
And a traditional chippy section. And then they've got slushies.
Adam.
As well. What?
It's not the food cast.
Let's go.
Double digits.
Episode 10. United Couple podcast amidst absolute, I can only describe as bedlam of the Euros. And honestly, we talked about it last week doing my head in. Like, you asked me the question, so I'll answer it straight off in this podcast. Mm-hmm. Where will England be this time next episode? And England, oh my God. You had to go and watch it in the other room away from me. You
were bad yesterday.
Yeah, I challenge anybody to watch that shit and actually come out with a positive apart from the result and scoring them 2 goals that we did in the last in the depths of the game.
Come out with a positive because I've been quite negative recently. It was horrendous, yes, but I know this annoys you when people say, yeah, but we was a bit better than last time, and it winds me up too. But there was definitely a marked improvement in the second half. If you compare the second half to the first half, it was so much better. You're clutching at
straws.
No, I do. I think I enjoyed the second half. Actually, enjoyed the second half a lot more than the first half. I think it was just more frustrating the second half because it was like it just felt like it was one of them inevitable games where we're not going to get that goal. But we definitely created more chances. It was infuriating the fact that it wouldn't bring subs on. I feel so sorry for them guys sat on the bench. The probably sat there thinking like, what am I even here for?
I remember watching the Slovenia game with James in here. And then I've got James talking to me, and he's positive, which is refreshing. I'll say that. Yeah, like, look. And then Graham came on as well and backed James up. And we're saying in that game that England, look, I can see progression here. We sort of controlled the game in the second half. And I'm like, 0-0. Slovenia. Okay,
yeah, that was
right.
Bad.
All right. And then we watched that. And then I hear you saying, like, we were a lot better in the second half. We didn't hit the target until Jude Bellingham's overhead kick.
No, I get that.
What are people watching?
I'm not for 1 second saying I'm happy with the performance or we did well, but I think the second half yesterday, for me personally, was my most enjoyable half of football England have played in this tournament. Obviously, probably because it was capped off by Jude Bellingham. If it had ended differently, I'd probably be sat here having a right old moan. But if you do actually think about it, it was better the second half. It wasn't great, but maybe it is just something to build on. That's all we've got to hope, because otherwise...
Do you know what my hopes are for this now?
That we go out.
No. England blag it all the way to the final. We play shit all the way through and win it playing shit.
Why do you want to win it playing shit, though?
I don't care.
Yeah, but
I do not care. I just want... if you're going to go like this and try and defend this and back this up, Gareth, and everybody else, then we might as well
look at me and say,
stay.
Gareth.
We might as well stay playing absolute crap and just win a tournament. No one's going to even think about what England did, how we played, who scored the goals. Yeah. All they're going to remember is a little star on the shirt. England have won the Euros in 2024.
Do you get a star for that?
Yeah, I think you do. I'm pretty certain you do. Well, they do it for the World Cup.
I don't know if you do for the Euros.
Maybe.
If you think about it, like, they have all their other tournaments outside of Europe and they don't get a star, do they?
No, true. I mean,
maybe
they could make some. They could make some special shirt just for England winning a tournament.
Yeah.
We would milk that to death, by the way, if we did.
We would.
There'll be
People
parades.
Would forget how bad we
and all sorts. There'd be a city parade in every single major city in England if we won the Euros.
I was livid at half time. I just couldn't understand. And I know that people are getting on top of Gareth Southgate about this, and rightly so. But at the same time, them players couldn't pass a ball to each other, like basics. And that's not Gareth's fault. That's something to do with them. And I don't know what it is. I have no idea. But I was watching it and like, this is unforgivable. Like, this is embarrassing.
Yeah. It's like Gareth Southgate celebrated the goals like he created them. I know he's a fan and he's going to celebrate. I'm not taking that away from him. But I remember one year when Ole Gunnar Solskjaer was struggling at United and the game was... It was pretty much like the England game was last night. Like, we're going nowhere. And then someone scored a fantastic goal. And then Solskjaer turned around to Mike Phelan, I think it was, and he went like that. I told you. No, you didn't. Someone's just pulled a worldie out and saved your ass.
Yeah.
Like, accept it. Don't try taking credit for it. The only thing that Gareth Southgate could take credit for was actually leaving the players on the pitch.
I'm taking credit for Bellingham's goal because in that last 5 minutes, I actually sat there and thought to myself, I need to manifest this goal or it's not going to happen. Do you ever do them things with yourself where you tell yourself, like, you know, if you don't stand on the certain pavement, that something bad's going to happen? Like, I always do have these conversations with
Don't
myself.
stand on the cracks.
Yeah, I'm like really weird with it. So I said to myself, if I don't, in my head now, say manifest, and if I don't actually like envisage a goal going in, we're not gonna win. And I couldn't think who was gonna score it when I was trying to manifest it. So instead, I just imagined the ball hitting the back of the net. So I'm taking credit for that.
You're
welcome. You're welcome,
What?
everyone.
Did you do it for the Foden goal where he was stupidly offside as well?
Do you know what? I actually joked at that point because I've been slating Foden all first half, and at half time I was like, get him off.
Yeah.
And then as soon as he scored, I went, I told you he was doing well, he should stay on. And then 30 seconds later, I went, get him off.
Yeah, well, that's what it's been, I feel. Like, Kane's been shit, scored 2 goals. Bellingham's been crap the last 3 games. He's kept us in the tournament.
At least Bellingham, you always feel like he can do something, though. Like, he is positive. He's more positive than the rest of the players. I think he's just caught the bug that's going around in terms of how to play bad. But that run from Foden, just going back to it, how do you not, like, you're gifted a goal. How do you not hold your run there? It's terrible.
The worst ref of the tournament so far as well, Mr. Cardape. Wow, God, like, talk about refs trying to, like, centre of attention. Like, that's what it was, yeah, steal a limelight, that's the right line.
We after he dished out all his initial cards, there was 2 fouls on England players. I think one was on Bellingham, one was on, I think it was Foden or someone else, late challenges. And they got absolutely nothing for it.
Yeah.
And then that one I heard you screamed about in the second half where we got, I think it was Maine who got fouled on the edge of the box. Like, how is that not a second yellow?
Yeah, that's the same guy. Yeah. There's still corruption in football. I don't care what anybody says. You can't get away from it. But we're through, and that's all that bleeding matters.
Yay.
That's it,
We're so happy.
Another weekend of drinking and eating crap next weekend, it seems then.
Right, I'm just going to say one thing. This podcast is not going to be the Adam Foodcast. However, this room smells of popcorn. I don't think I'm ever going to be able to get rid of the smell of popcorn. I've never
Popcorn is God.
I've never seen someone eat popcorn as fast as you. Like, was it nerves?
Right, this winds me up.
You need to watch it back.
Do you know what winds me up? I'm sorry to go on about food, but there's bugbears, yeah?
Sorry to go on about food.
Anybody that eats popcorn by the one, there's something wrong with you. Anybody who eats McDonald's fries by the one,
Hazel, why are you looking at
there's
me now?
something wrong with you. Like, if you've got McDonald's fries, you naturally grab 4 or 5, don't you, and put them in.
No, you do because you feel like someone's going to steal your food, so you do that.
Who eats McDonald's fries one at a time?
I do.
Or
One,
popcorn?
dip it in a little bit of ketchup and eat it.
No.
What are you doing that face at before?
No, you can't
And
eat 'em like that.
What, you just get 18 pieces in your hand and shovel it in, and then like before you've even removed your hand, the next one's coming in ready to eat.
Every meme, every gif, whatever you want to call it, with someone eating popcorn, it's always the same. It's like rough, boom, boom, throwing it in, like getting excited, watching something.
I'm quite impressed. He was watching the match, he was doing a watch along, and that popcorn did not fail. Like, it was just constantly going.
I do apologise to anyone. I'm going to take...
Someone actually did leave at one point.
What for?
Because the people who have the headphones on, the crunching's really bad for them, apparently. And they've not been horrible about it. They've literally just said, like, no offence, guys, I cannot do it. So if someone said, have a great day, I gotta go.
I'm going to take the eating out of it. You've all ruined it for me.
Yeah. But to be honest, it might help because you've, like, not stopped.
Yeah, but then the worry is you start drinking more.
You did ask me for another drink, didn't you? But it weren't a rum and coke.
Yeah, I think I'll stick to the rum and cokes. Like rum and coke zeros, sort of don't drink them as fast because obviously you got a bit of rum.
I drink faster rather than.
If I had beer, if I had alcohol,
you stopped the desperados, haven't you?
Yeah, I'm thinking like I need to just cut back. Like,
I know, I feel like
it's just going to be one of them. Like, they're stressing me out that much. All I'm going to do is eat and drink while watching the football.
Well, you'll be happy for your next watch along. I've just made you a nice watermelon and grapefruit salad. What's up with you?
I don't
like
think
it.
Well,
you want a bouncy instead?
Shut up, bouncer. God damn it. That conversation's gone on way too long.
I've seen someone write it today as well.
Yeah, it just lingers around now, that conversation. But
anyway, one team has made the final of the Champions League.
What do you mean?
My under-10s went in a tournament yesterday. You didn't turn up.
Did you mean I didn't turn up?
Commitment levels.
Let's not say it that way. Let's not just say you didn't turn up. Like,
Maybe you shouldn't turn up because we did well without you.
no, I was working.
Well, Frankie's team was in a tournament and it was like 2 groups of 4. And then the top 2 from each group went through to the Champions League. So I've got a team that's actually made the final of the Champions League, I can proudly say.
I didn't know you actually had another one to actually go to, though.
Was you not paying attention when I was texting you?
Yeah, you went through to a final.
Right, so we came second in our group. The team who were in first had like 2 or 3 academy players playing for them who were unreal. So we didn't really stand a chance against them. So we came second, which meant we played first from the other group. And we played them in the semi-final. Frank scored a second goal, coming from holding midfield players, so I'm quite happy with her. And they equalised, so that went to penalties. And Frankie stepped up again and took a penalty and scored it. So I was quite happy. We got through to the final, and obviously we're playing that team again from our group. So I kind of thought, well, I know we're not going to beat these anyway.
So you told me this bit. You did your Jose Mourinho.
Yeah, I'm quite impressed with my little self.
What
I had
did
to
you do?
take over a little bit, but I was losing my voice because it was a really noisy tournament. There's loads of kids there, and I was having to scream just to get anyone's attention. So by the final, I had no voice left. So Debbie quietly coaches, I'll say, next to me. I was having to say to her what I wanted her to shout to the players on my behalf.
Oh, God.
But yeah, I think I did. I think my
No,
tactics
but
were spot on.
what did you do? You just packed out the midfield, you said?
Well, in fairness, I had to tell Frankie she had to be sub for the final because you know what it's like at that age. You have to give them all a chance.
I hate that.
I know.
Yeah.
But Frankie had started like the last few games and she was having a really good tournament, so I didn't want to take her off. And we'd kind of made the final, and I thought I can't. So I said, I was like, put my arm around. I said, you have to start off this one, Frank, but I'll get you back on. And she was quite good about it. So I put another kid in midfield who usually plays defence, and she was having a great game. And it was 0-0, and I started to think after a few minutes, you know what, I'm just going to play for a draw, because if we actually draw against this team, it'd be such an achievement. But then we've got penalties, and who knows. So I brought Frankie on to play in midfield. We only play 7 aside, so I had 2 in midfield, and Frankie and this other kid just closed everything down their playmakers had, and we just they all did. They were amazing. I'm so proud of them. But yeah, got to the final, got to penalties, and got beat on penalties.
Typical England, eh?
And Frankie missed a penalty in the final. She was so upset, bless her.
Yeah, thinking it was her fault, you said, didn't
But
you?
she missed it, but 2 others missed it, so I don't know why she was so upset. But if she felt the pressure, then it was all her fault, bless her.
Yeah, she set the ball rolling in her head.
She actually took a great penalty. It was like that far off and being top corner, but it missed and hit a woman in the face, which I told her about to try and make her laugh, but it didn't work. But I believe she got an ice cream after the final, and I think that cheered her up. So
Yeah.
ice cream works if you're feeling a bit down about the football.
Ice cream works for me anytime. Yeah, so,
You're
yeah.
obsessed with ice cream at the minute.
Ice a beam. Let's get
Not
it
called
going.
Ice a Beam. He's such a child.
Yeah, well, the weather's turned nasty, so the ice cream bans. The summer lasted, what?
I hear the ice
3
cream
days?
ban more now it's raining than when I did last week.
So every time I went out for a walk in the blistering heat,
To
he
get an ice
wasn't
cream.
there.
You was
He
having a
never
riot,
there.
so
It's like, where is he?
you were swearing and everything about the ice cream ban not being there.
I can't believe, like, I don't know what they do or like how they time it, ice cream men, but when that sun's out, you go to a park. Like, you go, like,
Yeah,
don't you?
you go,
Like,
yeah.
middle of the day, hang around the school when
That sounds a bit dodgy, but
school
yeah.
time's finished, because obviously you get business there. But he's nowhere to be seen. And then heaven's open, crap weather's back, it drops down 10 degrees in
You
2...
can just hear him driving around.
in one day, and all you can hear is Match of the Day music or something else, like, because they have the Match of the Day on ours, don't they?
Yeah.
You
made me laugh.
Where
He
is
made
it?
me laugh I think it was the last sunny day we had. We heard him on the street, and I was like, ooh. So he was like, do you want an ice cream? Yeah, okay. So you went out, and then half the street were out buying ice creams, but we blessed Brian across the road. You
Yeah,
said
we
he's
have-
out there with ice creams in his hands, chatting to all the neighbours, and it's just like dripping down.
We have really nice neighbours, elderly, Dorothy next door, She's 90, did you say she was?
It's about that, I think.
Yeah, still going strong. Absolute legend.
She goes out with all the G's, doesn't she?
Yeah, out with the G's, takes them out to Marks and Spencer's, has a bit of a brew or whatever, and has a bit of shopping.
We don't stalk Dorothy, by the way. We've just seen
she
her
lives
out and
next
about.
door, and we see her just knocking about, don't we?
We're like, oh, there's Dorothy for all the buddies.
Brian and
Beryl
over the road. Great names again. Like, Brian just talks a glass eyed. He's like, he just wants to talk.
When he sees you, he gets so excited.
He does. Like, I'm in a rush. I'm trying to get out somewhere. I'll go, and then if I see anyone on the street, it's just like that face that you put on. You're just like, I can't talk, but they carry on talking. Like,
you never stop talking.
They carry on talking, but I think it's because of the way I am. They expect me to want to talk long. But that one time when you're in a rush and you need to get somewhere, they're like yabbering away, and you feel really bad.
I bet Beryl was really pissed off when he got back in with that ice cream.
The ice cream's like, it was there like that. Like, he was. And we've had a rugby league player actually move onto our street from Salford Red Devils. I think they're South African. Anyway, it was perfect for Brian, someone new to talk to. So he not only talked to me, like, he got his ice creams, and I could see him starting to drip. I got mine. It was that warm.
Did it like annoy you watching it?
I was like, you're wasting food there, Brian. Seriously, we're going to fall out in a minute. Don't let anything go to waste. Anyway, he's talking there with me, and I can see him. I'm like, you better get them in. I actually said, so you better get them in, mate. And he's like, oh, yeah, I know. I'm just carried on talking.
Just laughing.
And then the other people came from down the street, and he starts talking to them. I went, oh, well, I'm going. I'm not wasting my ice cream.
Mine was a little bit melted, is that
And then I came in, and he was still talking outside to the other neighbours. It's just like, waste. Brian, we're going to have words. Like, you can't waste food like that.
Through his door.
Yeah. Put a help through your door. Lessons whenever you want. But no, we've got great neighbours, and we've got like Mario over the street as well, who owns the chipper.
He's a big United fan, so
massive United fan. Got a season ticket himself. Goes home and away to Wembley and stuff. So great neighbour
to have.
Great neighbour to have. Great conversations. Like, he's always bubbling, dead happy.
Yeah.
He owns the chippy, and all his family work in the chipper down the road. But everyone goes to this chippy, don't they?
Yeah.
And you go in there, and it's like a dream to me. So you go in, like, you queue up down the back.
It's one of them menu that's got everything.
Yeah, you go to the back, and they've got a kebab section,
Adam,
a Chinese section,
Adam,
and a traditional chippy section, and then they've got slushies,
Adam,
as well. What?
It's not the food cast. Stop.
I know,
the food.
but we're just talking about the neighbours and what they do, and
you just happen to bring it back round to food.
This is why
again.
I like Mario more.
You like Mario more than Brian.
Yes, he does food as well. So that's the deal clincher right there.
Yeah.
But how good is his chippy though?
Oh, it's top notch.
It is. You just can't have that much of it because of obvious reasons, like you try and stay healthy. But yes, one of them chippies that you would always go, that you see queues of people going to.
On another topic.
You're moving away from food?
I am.
Deliberately?
Yeah. It's July the 1st.
Yay!
How's your July going so far?
Wow, Man United news has just dropped like a bombshell today. I can't get off streams at the moment. All I've done all day so far today is record and live stream. I've had phone calls with certain other influencers as well today, which we are looking to maybe collab with, do some new content, a little bit of a sneaky sort of, what do you call it? Like
collab?
No, like before you actually hear about it, a little preview or something like that, or a little spoiler as to what's coming up. So yeah, in communication about that. FUTV is about to hit TV.
Oh, really? What is that?
With Soccer XB, a 24-hour football channel.
Jesus, Adam on 24-hour TV.
They're using mine and another channel's content for the United side of things. That's all going live very, very soon, ready for the start of the season. So pre-season going into the season. Our channel will be on TV as well for people to watch eventually on Freeview. So that's mental.
Yeah, that is.
So actually being on a 24-hour football channel is crazy. But it shows how things have evolved and we're moving forward. We passed 46,000 subscribers as well.
Yay.
On FUTV. So closer to the 50. Nearly getting there now. I can actually see
that's kind of why I'm asking you about your July as well, because obviously it started off really well. And with the Euros and everything, I feel like fans are switched off a little bit from football, but I feel like now July's coming, it like feels like we're going to start maybe making transfers and bringing players in, getting rid of players. God, I think it's going to be an exciting month. I've just got a feeling.
Yes, and we're going to book another holiday as well, aren't we?
Oh, that's so weird. That literally just went through my head then.
Like you got to
Mind
get it in
reader.
before the season, really. But we are going to be away while the season's on, aren't we?
Yeah, do an abroad watch along again. People like that.
Abroad
this
watch
time.
along, everyone's up for that. I'm looking at the camera there, man. I think I'm sloping down there even
I
more.
love the way.
I'm going to be off screen in a minute.
Oh dear. I love the way you
right now.
just like take the camera with you and just record wherever you are. I think that's really good. I think it's something different as well.
You bigging up FUTV now, yeah?
No, I'm actually bigging up you. You should take a compliment.
Yeah.
Make me a brew for that.
We did it. We went out to town the other day. It's going to go on to food again, isn't it? But I don't.
Yes,
I'll
it's
just.
gonna go
I'll
on to
sort-
food again.
Wow, cheat day. That's all I'll say. We took the microphones and the recording equipment in a bag, went out for our day just in case we had to do anything like drop that. That's literally what my
It was
life
so
is
cute
like.
though, because you had your little backpack on with all your stuff in, and you're like a little tourist walking around town.
Yeah, I look like someone who was visiting rather
You were the
than being
most
a regular
tourist in the whole of Manchester.
in it. Our kid, nice
But
one.
the food was good. I'm going to let you talk about it because I know you've
Oh, but
been
Manchester right now, literally, we walked through Manchester Centre on a Saturday, midday, and some of the sites, like hens and
Oh, you
stag
was getting
do's
really
and-
annoyed about all the hen and stag do's, weren't you?
It's like, leave the city alone. Like, let's come and destroy our city for a
You're just
weekend.
slagging everyone off.
I'm like, yeah, but seriously, you see some of the outfits, like,
It's just what you get though, isn't it?
at that time of the day, though. You don't get dressed up like that to go out at 12 o'clock. That's why they all end up with them stupid pictures and viral videos of them collapsing all over the place
It's
later
funny
on.
though.
Yeah, it's funny for us, but like, God, like, they were a state, weren't they, at that stage?
Was
But
bad, but you just talk about cheat days. We actually started off not too bad. We went to a Thai place that we found. So our new thing now is like we're gonna every now and again when we get a chance, we're gonna go out into Manchester and eat somewhere new that we've not had before. So we tried this Thai place, and that was really nice. And then we said, right, we won't have dessert here, but we'll go and get a dessert somewhere later. I think for me, I wanted to keep stopping off and having a drink, and you wanted to keep stopping off and eating.
yeah, we did have a few drinks, though. It was
We had like
nice.
3 drinks.
Yeah. Always a bit of food on the side as well, wasn't there?
Yeah, always.
But the food is nice in Manchester.
Should we talk about the desserts?
Oh, the pancake heaven. Like, honestly, what, 1,000 calories or something in that one?
So it was like a stack of pancakes. You had like
Big ass.
a berry one with marshmallows or something.
Yeah, marshmallow madness thing or something it was called.
And I had like a Kinder one. It was like a mixture of like white and normal chocolate. And I'm not even going to lie, when it turned up, I literally looked at it and thought that's actually a bit like too sickly. So I already decided I was only eating half. But honestly, it was so nice. But I literally just kept eating until I got halfway across and I left half a stack of pancakes. And then I made you go and get a box because I don't like asking.
Don't like asking for anything, do you?
But in fairness, who ate the rest of the pancakes?
Me?
Yay.
Yay. Like, next day, what can we eat as a snack in between all of the...
Just the 500
Football
calories of
going on.
pancakes that are left.
oh, God. And bang, yeah, nice after-day pancakes.
And I was at that tournament starving because I had no breakfast. And then there was only one food van that was like rammed and they were only serving like fry-up food. And I was determined I wouldn't have another bad day. I was absolutely starving.
Brings back good memories, that place, though. That's where you won the final.
I know people kept saying that to me. It's a good luck pitch for you, this one.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why we got to the final.
And you did get to the final then, won the final. And now the presentation was last night, and that's how long it's taken to actually get to the presentation stage as well.
Yeah, no, it was good. It was good to have our achievements recognised by the club.
Yep, team of the year as well, because what was it who said? Your team lost a quarter of the players or something at the start of the season. They went on a winning run with what they had.
Yeah.
You came in when all the hard games were coming around. I'm still going to stick by you on that one. Like, literally, as soon as the really big games came around, you was in.
Well, there was teams that they were beating like 8 and 9-0 who were towards the bottom of the league.
Must have
And
been
then
shit.
when I came in, we were playing like the top half teams, but I prefer that anyway because I don't know what anyone else thinks. I hate them games when you just go and smash a team. Like I just don't see the point in it. So
Oh, you can't take any... Well, you can take joy in scoring a goal against someone crap, but it's always better when you do it against someone decent.
I think I got 13 goals in 10 games, so it's quite good.
13 goals in 10 games. You're talking Ronaldo sort of standards
On the
there,
wing
aren't
as
you?
well.
up to Division 1, and hopefully we'll see the same again. Otherwise, you're grounded. Remember that.
Grounded, yeah.
Yeah, got to score a certain amount of goals or you're not coming home. No, but the presentation itself, again, on the end of a crazy day, like it's a complete whirlwind right now. Trying to squeeze so much in. Like everyone was turning up late.
I was tired last night.
Everyone was turning up late to the presentation because they'd watched England, and obviously the extra time went on as well. So the guys at the presentation were probably thinking, no one's going to turn up here. England are going all the way.
I feel sorry because the younger teams were having their presentation at the time of the England game, and I was just like checking the group chat, thinking, what time's everyone going to set off? I mean, no one's going to leave. No one's going to stop watching the England game to turn up to something else, are they? So I think you just have to accept we turn up when we turn up. So I think we got there, did about an hour and a half, and went home.
Everyone did though.
Yeah.
Everyone did. No one was staying. It's like Sunday. It's late. Everyone's got work in the morning, and I think it's just got to that stage now, isn't it? When the weather's crap, you can't be arsed staying out any longer. When you're in summer, like it's worth staying out when the weather's all right.
It feels earlier though in the evening when it's summer, doesn't it? Like when the sun's been shining.
It's a pain in the arse when you're trying to get to sleep and it's still light.
Is summer over, or we're going to get nice weather again?
I don't know. That's why we're booking an holiday, just to make sure we get some sun.
Yeah.
What's the vitamin you get from the sunlight?
Vitamin D, isn't it?
Vitamin D, is it? Yeah, you got to get your vitamin D in. Like, I'm just helping myself out, you know. Trying to stay healthy, doing what the doctors are
We've
doing.
lost our tans from our holiday, so...
Booking a holiday now. Doing what the doctor said.
Well, I checked. I don't think my season starts until September, so if we go at the end of August, just maybe a week, sneak it in before.
Yeah, right in the last knockings of pre-season. But you've got friendlies coming up anyway in July. I spoke to the manager last night.
Oh, did you? Yeah. I'm glad you know something.
Yeah.
Was you just checking up?
I know quite a lot, actually.
What did you find out then?
That you've got friendlies in July.
Yeah, go on.
And that's it.
Is that all you found out? It's a bit lame, really, isn't it?
That's all you need to know.
So you don't know who against?
What?
I think I know more than you then. Move on.
Yeah, moving on fast. Something I wanted to talk about, actually. And I'm excited because tonight's episode 3.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, actually, I'm not excited for it because last week you had a right sulk at the end of it.
I'm sick of it, right, honestly.
I have to give you a pep
House
talk.
of the Dragon. Like, absolutely buzzing that is back. Critically acclaimed and all of that. Like, the first series was good. I loved it. But I'm expecting wars and fighting. We're 2 episodes in. Yeah. And there's not been one decent scrap yet. Tonight, I better see blood, head chopped off, loads going on.
You had a full-on paddy last week, like hands were throwing and everything.
No, I wasn't throwing hands.
I have to, tap your shoulder and don't worry, it'll be all right. You know, they're
I
just
look at it and
building
I go,
it up. I feel like I have to give you a pep talk.
Hour and 10 minutes worth. There's got to be something still to come in this, and it's building up and building. I tell you what, there's going to be some big-ass war in this, and it's going to be impressive.
There better be, that's it.
Yeah, there's only 8 episodes, though.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I mean, in terms of this, does it come anywhere near Game of Thrones for you?
No.
Still the best?
No, and do you know what?
Is there anything that's beat Game of Thrones?
I don't think that... In the day, I loved all of Lord of the Rings and all of that kind of stuff. But Game of Thrones, for me, is better than that now. And I think House of Dragon has or had the potential to be. But it's just not, it's like not going up that next level. But we'll see what happens in the next episode.
There's opportunities for it to definitely go to a new level. Because that little secret dragon in the back, I can't wait for that to come out.
I know something's going to go on with that, isn't it?
Yes, the one that no one knows about. That's what I'm waiting for. And no one kill it in the comments either, please.
Yeah. Do you know what? Thinking of dragons, someone just came back to me from yesterday. I don't know if I told you about it, but I was a bit strict with all the kids at the tournament yesterday.
Did you dress them down?
Yeah, they got a bit of angry Caz. I think it's right. So they're all like 9 and 10. Next season they go up to 9-a-side. So I feel like they're getting to that stage now. It's a bit more serious. I think this is the last season where they're in like a non-competitive league, and then they go up to like competitive leagues. And I just find you know what kids are like? I feel like my team more than any of the other teams are just the giddiest team, and they're always messing about. And it's like when you talk to them, like you got 2 listening, and the next sentence there's another 2 listening. They've stopped and they're all over the place. So I sat them all down at the end of the match, and I had give them a bit of a telling off. Because one of the kids, I said to her, she was sub, and I said, "You going on next? Make sure you're ready." And I turned to her a minute later, and she's got a coat on still, and she's got a juice bottle open with a lid off, just about to drink. Went, "Right, you're not coming on. That's it."
Oh, nasty Caz.
Felt a bit tight, but then I thought, I think they need that. I think they need to know that we mean business with them. And then at the end of it, I went, "Right, has anybody got any questions?" And someone was like,
yeah.
No one's ever put their hand up before.
Snappy pants,
I think even
Caz.
Debbie was a bit scared of me like looking like
Snappy pants Caz.
Yeah.
On the football pitch.
standards.
Yeah, I'm all for it. Like, they don't play for 2 games if they're not ready. On the bet, that's maybe a bit too harsh for
I think the
10-year-olds.
parents might have been looking at me like, okay, she's
Yeah.
gone.
Well, at least they would see the benefit of it. I mean, you got to the final, for God's
And
sake.
they really did pick up after that. It's just they were just too giddy and it was annoying me. And then my throat was hurting from shouting.
Yeah, well, hey, as long as you won, as long as it worked. It only works that when you have sort of a big moment like that and shouting and bawling when something actually comes of it. If nothing actually works, you look like a bit of an idiot, don't you?
Yeah, exactly. No, they listened. Even Frankie listened to me.
And she's thinking, what the hell, my mum's up here, like shouting at all these kids and like, I better fall in line.
I
you know?
think she was looking at other kids like,
Yeah.
this is what I have to put up with.
She's like that, yes, not just me. That's what it would be, wouldn't it? But I think, like, what was it, 9-a-side now it goes up to?
Yeah, next
You're playing
season.
7s, you go to 9s.
Go under 11.
This is when it starts to split and you start to get all of the players like spreading out to different clubs, being noticed by scouts and stuff into
Yeah.
leading in and learning to get into the offside and 11-a-side sort of age group, which is the next one, isn't it?
What,
When they
under
join
11s?
senior school, they go to 11s, don't they?
Yeah, that's when it'll start being competitive as well.
Yeah,
at the same
and
time.
that's when you start seeing a change in things because everyone starts to get. I say the more mature they get, the more nasty they get.
I think you get the girls as well who go to high school and then decide to give it up. I think a lot give it up at that age, so we'll see what happens. Hopefully not.
Yeah,
struggling
I hope
to get struggling to get my players for the 9-a-side now. Stepping up, I need 2 more players.
I'd say you're on the scouting now, aren't
I
you?
did say to Debbie at one point I'll go on, but I'm the same size as some of them. I think one of them's bigger than me.
Yeah, who would that be?
Goalkeeper's bigger than me.
Oh, Fran. Yeah, Fran's a big girl, isn't she?
Well, she's tall.
Yeah, like massive for the age group, especially. She's bigger than the goal, actually. I think she actually is
Depends what goal
tall
she's
as the
playing.
goal. But no, yeah, there is. Unfortunately for you, you've got that small gene.
I'm not tiny though. I'm
No, you're not the smallest, but like when you stood next to me and we're walking, like it is like sort of little and large, innit?
yeah.
Yeah,
Neck
all
ache.
the time. And we've got the car at the moment. There's the issue with the seat, isn't it?
Yeah.
So what do you? So the
There's 2 settings for the seat. There's 2 buttons, 1 and a 2.
But the car is getting mixed up with who
Opens
actually
it.
sits in at the moment. So it's like I sat in the other day and it was in my seat position. Because you were on the interface, as in Caroline, like as soon as you sat in the car on the passenger side, the seat started to fold up on me and go into Caz's position. So I'm like this, and all of a sudden I'm like, "Wow, it's going to try to
I love watching
squeeze it
that.
in." And she's like, I'm like that, trying to press the button, like the emergency program button on the side. I'm struggling to actually. You're like, press the button. I'm just like trying to get down there to press it.
It's funny though when I get in and it's on your setting.
You can't even
like,
reach the pedal.
My feet are just out at the end. Like I can't even touch the pedals.
That shows you how big. That's the comparison, isn't it?
Yeah, you've got long legs.
Yeah. We spoke about that before, haven't you? Just long.
You're just long. Everything's long.
Stupidly long. Gets in the way sometimes, but most of the time it is a good thing. Like, especially when it comes to getting stuff off the shelf in the
Yeah, because
kitchen.
you put all the best stuff where I can't reach
You
it.
designed that kitchen to actually suit me better than you.
I didn't design the kitchen so that when Adam buys like nice cans of Coke that he puts them on the top shelf where I can't reach them. So I have to go, Adam, can I have a can of Coke, please?
Yeah, everyone has to ask me for the Coke
Yeah,
because no one else can
everyone.
reach them.
Yeah, so Frankie keeps getting on one of the stools and trying to climb
Yeah,
up.
I know. That's something I need to think about. Dangerous. Dangerous, yes.
I'm more upset about your cans getting stolen. Also, we're having a think about redoing your studio space. So we went
Yeah.
up there at the weekend. Speaking of cans, you made a little tower for yourself. I don't even do that face.
Yeah.
You,
It's just
I
a little-
bet there's 50 cans
Yeah,
piled
there
up.
is.
That's
There is.
disgusting.
No, we'll tidy it up when we do the studio, but
We'll tidy up your cans.
I'm glad, like, getting rid of the green screen. That's like the aim, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like making a little studio, making it proper set up. Be interesting. I think it'll look better. But it's like a little
project for us.
Yeah, a little dojo upstairs, isn't it? Like
Yeah.
little, like low roof, sort of like comfy little zone, like out the way.
Yeah, it could be good.
So yeah, we think we got a lot of scope with that. I'm looking forward to actually redesigning it and changing it up a little bit. So if anyone's got any memorabilia or anything you want to stick up or anything that you think might look good in the studio,
You've got that book that you didn't read.
get us your comments in. Let us know what you think as well. Obviously, get your comments in on this one as well. Make sure you give it a like and subscribe, because we do want to get your feedback on the channel, because we're closing in on 1,000
We are, yeah. It'd be
subscribers.
great if people who are watching would just subscribe to us as well, because I think we're getting...
We're getting a lot of views, but not people subscribing.
Yeah,
so,
subscribe, please.
but the views are staying consistent enough. So
Yeah.
there are
Well,
plenty of
people are
out
enjoying
there.
it. We'll keep doing it. It's a
Yeah.
bit fun.
Yeah, no, it has been. It has been good to sort of just laid back, just dealing with.
I think people are probably missing the kitchen table because you've not been doing your paper round on there. Podcast has been in here. I think it's like the Euros room.
Yeah, the Euros.
I think it'll
room
sort of
right
wind
now.
up over the next
But I
couple
tell
of
you what,
weeks.
the fucking Euros, honestly, man, they end me. That Dream Team is killing me right
Oh,
now.
You were
Like,
hilarious the other day.
Dream Team, it's got VAR, like it. Fantasy football makes you watch football completely different
Yeah,
way. You
it
like
does.
that. You like, it plays that you wouldn't normally support. You like cheering on because they get you points.
You the other day,
And
your
bragging rights.
player, I think, was it Vert for
Words for
Germany?
Germany went through.
And you were
didn't
like, yeah, my player scored, yeah. Fucking VAR, fucking VAR. And I was upstairs and I was laughing my head off. He was actually closing in on me at one point, but
I
think
was.
it's 40-point gap.
And then
again
I
now.
helped you, didn't I?
Yeah, you keep saying I stole your players, and my response was, Adam,
Literally.
I certainly don't go down the table to look at your team to
Yeah,
pick
but I
what
was
players
right
you've
there.
got.
I look at my strike force, Caz has got it. And then I look
Adam,
at my
this is lame.
players. And I told
If
you about
anything-
the bonus ones that have helped you out this week massively.
Yeah, you told me about the bonus
You didn't
options.
know about them.
So- But do you know what? If I'm going to look up teams to copy, I'm going to look above me, aren't I? Not right down the bottom where you are.
I'm not right down at the bottom.
More or less.
Like, Ruiz saved me a little bit yesterday.
Yeah,
for
that was
Spain.
funny. You went, yeah, Ruiz has scored my player. I went, yeah, my play too, and I've got the goal bonus. You went, fuck off.
Yeah. I honestly shafted yesterday.
Swearing a
me.
lot today, mate, but it's because I'm copying you.
I know, you're going to be on the clips at the start, you.
Oh, God. Don't clip me up, Josh.
Yes, Josh is going to clip, yeah. But yeah, no, I think that's pretty much our week. It is a day late, guys, sorry, as well, because there's that much going on
What we're
recording
going to
wise.
be doing Tuesdays, I think.
Yeah, let us know as well in the comments. Like Tuesdays, we're thinking of that because it gives us more time to actually make sure we get the content out. And obviously, we want to make sure we give our football reaction. Our life is football, so giving the chance for every game to be played so we can give our reactions.
Yeah, because there's a
and what
lot of like
happened.
Monday evening games as well. So I think if we get it out on a Tuesday,
Yeah, because going forward in the season, United are going to be, Thursday, Sunday football, because we're back in the, Europa League. There's a clip right there.
that's
isn't
great,
there?
Dad.
Yeah. So, yes. Right, guys. That is it. End of podcast episode 10. Kaz, legend as always, in
Thank
your
you.
retro France top.
He's not a France top, but it just looks like one.
It's good. I like the retro kits.
Yeah.
Good choice, that one.
Sportsdirect.com, UK's number one.
I just had a delivery of them with socks.
Have you?
Socks.
Socks.
Yes. Guys,
Please subscribe.
subscribe, like the video, get your comments in, let us know what you think, and we will be back next week as well. But yeah, it is important you give us your feedback because that's what we want to build it around. Cheers, everyone. We'll see you next week then.
Yep, it is a weekly podcast. Bye.